You know, in the world of sales, it's all about timing, especially those first few minutes after a new lead comes in. It's this high-stakes race against the clock. Today, we're going to talk about a new player that's completely changing the rules: Voice AI. We're talking about conversational AI that can handle real phone calls and how it's helping businesses win that race every single time.
But before we jump into the solution, let's just take a second and think about the problem. I want you to ask yourself, what is a missed lead actually costing your business? Because it's not just one lost sale, right? It's this ripple effect of lost revenue, lost momentum, and really a lost chance to grow.
So what's the magic number in this race? It's 5 minutes. Yep, that is the critical window. If you don't connect with a new lead within 5 minutes of them reaching out, your chances of ever converting them just plummet. And this isn't some friendly suggestion, it's the new benchmark for success.
And that brings us right to our first section, the 5-minute rule. See, in today's market, it's not always the best product or even the best price that wins the customer. More often than not, it's the fastest one to the phone. Speed isn't just some nice-to-have feature anymore. It is the ultimate competitive advantage.
And if you think I'm exaggerating, just look at this. This isn't a small bump. According to the Harvard Business Review, just responding within that 5-minute window makes you up to 8 times more likely to convert a lead. 8 times. That's a massive, absolutely game-changing statistic. So the big question is, can a purely human team consistently hit that 5-minute mark? Well, let's be real. A human-only team, they work 9 to 5, they get tired, they go to lunch, and there are going to be delays. Plus, they can only handle one call at a time. Now look at the Voice AI responder. It's on 24/7, 365. It is always consistent. It makes contact instantly, and it can handle literally any volume of leads you throw at it. The difference is, well, it's night and day.
Okay, so how do you actually do it? How do you consistently hit that 5-minute window without burning out your team? Well, it's time to meet the solution, your AI responder. I want you to think of this as your new, tireless first point of contact, ready to go the second a lead comes in. So what does this AI actually do? Well, the moment a new lead hits your system, boom, it's calling them. It confirms their details, asks those crucial qualifying questions, can give them some basic info, and can even book an appointment or send a follow-up text right then and there. It handles that whole first interaction perfectly, so you don't have to worry about it.
And you know, one of the biggest wins here is the consistency. It just doesn't matter if a lead comes in at 3 a.m. on a Sunday or right in the middle of a chaotic Tuesday lunch rush. Every single person gets the exact same professional, perfectly paced greeting. No exceptions, no bad days, no rush calls, just perfection every time.
Now you might be thinking this all sounds a bit robotic, but that's really not the case. The AI isn't there to just read a script at people. It's designed to guide a smart, natural-sounding conversation to get the information your team really needs. The conversation kicks off just like a person would. It's simple, it's polite, it just wants to confirm who it's speaking with to make sure everything goes smoothly. Something like, "Hi, may I confirm your name so I can assist you properly?" It's professional and it's direct.
And then, boom, it gets right to the heart of it. It tries to understand why they reached out. What kind of service or information are you looking for today? This one simple question is the key that unlocks the rest of the conversation and kicks off that qualification process.
And let's just quickly define what we mean by lead qualification, so we're all on the same page. It's basically the process of figuring out if a prospect is a good fit for your business by gathering key bits of data. This is what separates the serious buyers from the tire kickers.
The AI is programmed to collect all this essential info and to do it efficiently. It can ask about the specific service they need, get a feel for their budget, understand how urgent their timeline is, and even check their availability for a follow-up with one of your human experts. Then it packages all of that up and sends it to your sales team so they can have a much more productive call.
So, what does this all add up to? Well, that brings us to the part that really matters: better leads and bigger deals. This is where we connect the dots between the AI's speed, its intelligence, and your company's bottom line.
This chart right here really tells the whole story. Before AI, your expert sales agents might spend, say, 80% of their day on busy work, chasing leads, qualifying people, admin stuff, leaving only 20% of their time for actually closing deals. After you bring in Voice AI, that whole thing flips on its head. Now they're spending 80% of their time doing what they do best, talking to qualified prospects and closing deals.
And the result of that? Your sales team stops wasting their valuable time chasing down leads that were never going to go anywhere. Instead, their calendars are full of conversations with serious, informed prospects who are already warmed up and ready to talk business.
Now, this brings up that big question about AI replacing people. But honestly, that's the wrong way to look at this. The future isn't about replacement. It's about creating the perfect human plus AI team, a kind of hybrid workflow where each side gets to play to its own strengths. Let me just walk you through what this ideal workflow looks like. So, step 1. The AI makes that instant first contact and does the initial heavy lifting of qualifying. Step 2. It then hands over a perfectly clean, organized summary to your human agent. Step 3. Your agent, now armed with all that context, steps in to build rapport and close the deal. And finally, step 4, the AI can even take over again to handle things like appointment reminders. It's just a seamless partnership.
And that's really the key takeaway here. This technology is not about replacing your best people. It's about empowering them. It's about supporting them. It frees them from the boring, repetitive work so they can focus on the high-value, human-to-human stuff that actually brings in the revenue.
So, let's just sum it up. What is your new strategic advantage here? It's faster response times, which leads directly to higher conversion rates. It's better, more consistent lead qualification. It's a reduced workload for your team, and it's true 24/7 engagement with your customers. It is a win across the board. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Take a really hard, honest look at your own process right now. Is your company's lead response time a competitive advantage, or is it a costly flaw that's holding you back?